Alrighty, this evening we are going to take a quick physical overview of the Eminence Patriot series Swamp Thang. This is a non-vented, this is actually a very old Swamp Thang. It's one of the first Swamp Thangs, actually one of the very first Swamp Thangs we ever got when they first introduced the Patriot and Redcoat series. The Swamp Thang doesn't have a frame like this anymore. It actually comes with a flat frame, which I'll show you in just a second here. But this is Swamp Thang. It's got a 59-ounce unvented magnet, meaning the pole piece of the magnet is not vented. It's got your standard voice coil and your speaker terminals there. It's got a copper voice coil construction, and the coil itself is made out of polyamide. The cone and the surround are paper. The dust cap is paper also. And as you can see, that's a 3-inch dust cap over top of a 2-inch voice coil there, and the cone is ribbed down to a certain point, and then it is not ribbed anymore. It's a 150 watt speaker that operates between 70 hertz and 5 kilohertz, so it's half a kilohertz lower in frequency response than the Wizard, and which I've got sitting right there. I'm going to show you guys here in just a second. I'm going to answer a question with these two speakers. People ask me all the time, like, you know, Eminence has 2 lines of speakers out. They've got the Patriots and the Redcoats. The Patriots are the gray frames, the Redcoats are the red frames. The Redcoats are the British series sounding speakers, and the gray frames are the American series sounding speakers. And people ask, well, how, you know, what do they do to the speakers to make them sound differently? There's a ton of stuff that they do, but things you can look for right off the bat is obviously dust cap size. You got a paper dust cap here, you got a Zuret dust cap here. This is a 2-inch cap, this is a 3-inch cap. Another thing that you can look at and get a little bit technical is the depth of the speaker cone, and a way to do that, I'm going to show you right now, is you just take and you'll get a ruler and lay it across the speaker like I just did. Just take the ruler and lay it across the speaker like that right there. And you just get a digital caliper. Make sure it's zeroed, and you set the edge of it on the ruler, and you just slide the caliper down, and we'll get a reading. We got 2.5 inches from the top edge of the speaker frame to the top of the dust cap there. It's 2.494. With the Swamp Thang, it's not as deep of a speaker, even though it puts off more bass. So there's a lot of things that really will change the way a speaker frequency response curve reacts. See, here you have a 2-inch depth from the top of the speaker frame to the top of the dome. Then the depth from the top of the frame to the bottom of the dome on the Wizard, you'll see, we'll get right in the nook of that right there, is 2.8 inches. And my ruler's bending a little bit. You know, this isn't a scientific, you know, lab research study. I'm just showing you guys in general quick things you can look for to see what the difference is going to be. Now see here, that's already poking into the dome of the Swamp Thang, so we're going to have to move that up to get our reading. And the Swamp Thang dome, the top of the dome, lands right at 2 inches. So this dome is a 1/2 inch deeper down in the speaker, even though they are the same size speaker. The dome is a 1/2 inch deeper down in this speaker than it is in this speaker. It's smaller in this one, and it's bigger in this one, but this speaker is more shallow. These are just things that you can look for to give you obvious physical differences in speakers. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.